Oh, let's take a look at the Football Manager news, shall we? Let's see, what have we here? A manager in the Czech Republic 3rd Division, Zilla Blitz, says the game is easy at this level. Thinks his team is going to finish in first place, and he's only halfway through the season. Oh my, we must do something about this. Let's see, now, what shall we do? How about a rash of injuries? Serious, broken knees, concussions. Too cliche. Let me think. Oh, I could corrupt his save file. That's always a good one. Nah, but then he might not play again. Oh, I have an idea. We'll make it so his strikers can never score again. That's always good for a laugh. Poof, let it be so. Deal with that, Mr. Zilla Blitz.
Hello, I'm Zilla Blitz, and welcome to Walkabout Europe, the Football Manager Journeyman save, where we can only move to a new club in the game when we've walked or exercised the equivalent distance in real life. I may have ticked off the football gods. I'm just getting a sense that something happened there. If you saw the last episode, I was pretty full of myself, saying, yeah, this level of the game is easy, and we just were winning all the time. I mean, if we won our last match on YouTube, we would have jumped into first place, climbed all the way up out of the table after losing 4 of our first 6 matches. And I'm like, yeah, we got this. But yeah, we don't have this because we had a bad run. And I'll tell you more about it in a minute. But first up, this is Tuesday. And the Tuesday episode has our weekly update of our exercise and activity log for the week before that. So let's take a moment now. We'll cut away to that. We'll talk about how I've been walking and exercising over the past week. And then I'll come back and talk a little bit about the disaster that the past month and a half has been in game. So let's go check a look at the activity report. So week 2 is done. This is an activity update. Week 1 walked 78 kilometers. Week 2 was 75.4, so not as good as week 1, but still the goal is 10 kilometers a day and 70 kilometers a week. So still right on target so far and feeling pretty good about that. Energy-wise, I feel pretty good. Sleeping better. I feel like I have better energy and stuff, so that's good. Weight loss is still only a half kilo, but I've been eating more because I've been hungrier. So I think at some point I might want to adjust the calories, but not too worried about the weight right now in the beginning. I think going forward this week, I want to try to add in a little bit of stretching and core work and maybe light weightlifting to just kind of shift things up a little bit. Mainly I've been walking Kennedy here. Kennedy, say hi. There you go. Yeah. And then doing a little bit of running and using a beat up elliptical that we have down in our basement. But it's been really fun so far. It's kind of, it's cool when you go for a walk and you say, oh, wow, look, cool, we made it to the tip of Hungary, rather than just like going off and doing a random walk and stuff. And speaking of which, we have a 153 kilometer circle right now. Let's take a look at the map and see what it looks like, because we've got some interesting places that we can kind of reach now. So here is a circle on the center of Rositz, and it goes out as far as we've walked now, the total distance in the 2 weeks. This week we reached Vienna and Bratislava. We've also just nibbled our way into Hungary, which sits behind me here, and then the southern part of Poland to the north. A lot of clubs, about a half dozen clubs in Slovakia looking for managers. Austria has a lot of clubs looking for managers, but they're 1.5-star reputation teams, which probably might be too high for us for a second club. We're only a half-star reputation right now. There's some nice 1-star clubs down in Hungary, one behind my head and one right above this E60 thing here. Right there, you can see there's one there. We should reach that this week. So there will be some opportunities to apply for jobs at the end of this season, which brings the question of, shall we stay or shall we go? But that's a little bit of a question for the future time. Let's jump back into our episode and drive on. So yeah, to get back to that earlier point about the results and stuff, let me show you what happened here. So when we had this amazing run and we were like right at the top, we had Virtuovina, we beat them, we'd won like 10 in a row or 9 out of 10 with 1 draw. We just couldn't be stopped. And then we had our YouTube episode, and even though we were ahead on XG, we lost to the first place team, Banek Ostrava, and that dropped us down to 5th place because there were a bunch of teams clustered at the top. But I figured, okay, that's just an outlier, right? Nope, not to be. Next match, 1-0 loss against Zillion B. Next last, he might say, oh, good, you won the next one. Velike Mezurici is at the very bottom of the table. I think they've won like one match all year. They're terrible. And then, boom, we lose to Sigma Olamek 1-0. Perk Petrokovic was his terrible team. We lost to them 2-0. We lose 4 out of 5, and we plummet down the table. We're now 10 points off of first place and 6 points behind the nearest club, FC Lutzen, who is the nearest club we have to beat in order to get promoted. It was a disaster of a month. Our two strikers, Adam Fila and Tomek, could not score. They couldn't miss in the first half of the season, and now they can't hit a barn if they're standing inside of it. They're just terrible. They can't hit anything. We couldn't win. Now, I was thinking about it. I was thinking, oh, is this like just the football gods messing with us? I might have had a little bit to do with it, and I've learned something, right? So we keep talking about how like better players keep showing up. And what I mean by better players was, you know, a player would show up and they'd be like, I'd be like, you want to play? And they're like, yeah, sure, I'll play. And they'd be like these 4-star players. And I'm like, well, our current center back's only 2 stars. You're 4 stars. You gotta be better, right? Not quite the case. So what the problem was, right, our scouts, which I think are just kind of like getting their older friends to just join. I don't think they actually scout. I think they just call up people they know and say, hey, you're 45. You want to go play for this team? Because we kept having older people show up. And they're people like this, right? So where's the person right here? Transfer history, right? We got a lot of people in. But this guy showed up, Petr Pavlik, right? I might have showed him to you last time. 4 stars, maybe 4.5 stars. Amazing. Look at the technical ability for this level. That's insane. Look at the mental ability for this level. This is insane. I'm like, this guy's going to be awesome. Problem. Acceleration of 5 and a pace of 6. He never gets the ball. It's like playing a telephone pole. He never gets the ball. If he gets the ball, it's marvelous. But the ball never comes to him. He never chase people down. Speed kills at this level. And I know that, but I forgot it. And so I put like 4 or 5 guys out like this guy that were replacing the guys that had won all the games in the earlier part of the year. And yes, surprise, we start losing all our matches. So I kind of purged the team of all the telephone poles. And now we're back to playing the players that we had before, and look what happens. 5-0 win over Dolny Benesov. And then we played Slovako B, first place team, drew 3-2. We were actually winning 2-1, another one of those crazy 3-3 matches. We were winning 2-1. They scored 2 late goals, and then we scored 1 more to draw even, 3-3. But we looked really good, and we've got 8 goals in 2 matches. We started scoring again. And I basically have gone pretty much back to the exact same squad that I had when we were running the table up here with this up before. So maybe I'm somewhat semi-cautiously hopeful that we might have like mollified the football gods with our hubris and kind of got back on a winning track here. We will find out shortly because we're going to square off against MFK Frydek Mistek. For whatever reason, I always look at this team and I think MFK reminds me of Mother, and I can't say it on YouTube, and then Friday Mistake. So I can't get that out of my head. So we're going to play Friday Mistake in a little bit. But there are a few other things that I wanted to talk about. A couple things. Unfortunately, in the Purge, 51-year-old goalkeeper Miroslav Branis, who was like a beacon of hope for all of the older fans that might be watching these episodes, is no longer with the club. Yeah, he was working out. And he was getting like 6.0 ratings on his training. And I go up to him and say, dude, you got to work harder. And he's like, you're bothering me. Get out of my face. And then I went up to him again the second time. He said, you just told me I wasn't working hard. I'm like, yeah, because you're still not working hard. And what I think it is for like the older players, I don't think they can work out hard. So we had a lot of bad blood. I mean, and he was not happy that we hired goalkeepers better than him. And finally, he just could be so annoying. He's like, I'm going to leave. And I say, you can't leave because I just kicked you off the team. So he's gone. And in another bit of sad news, for all of you in the Blaz Panic fan club, the amazingly named Blaz Panic, here he is. He's been signed by another club and he's leaving in the transfer window in 2 weeks. Yeah. I mean, he wasn't going to play much anyway, but it was pretty exciting to have him on the team for the part that we did there. So that's another little piece of bad news. Our unambitious head of youth development here, where's this guy right here? Martin Bosek, our unambitious head of youth development, who has a player ability judgment of 2 and player ability potential judgment of 3, has told us that our incoming crop of youth players are a very poor crop of players. So not expecting much there, thanks to our unambitious
sloth of a head of youth development. But we'll see them when they came in. And in a little bit more bad news, check out our finances. We are 46,000 pounds in the hole. We had 40,000 something when we got that like TV or the kit sponsorship in. That was for 2 years. And nobody shows up. We have like 200 people every match, and I don't think they buy anything while they're there. I'm not sure. Maybe they're supposed to buy those like croquettes things in gravy, but nobody's getting them because we're almost 50,000 pounds in debt, and our finances are now secure. And they're telling me like I shouldn't re-sign the players that we have because we don't have any money. So I don't know what's going to happen. I don't see any money in the future either. So yeah. So it's not all bad news. I mean, yeah, it kind of is all bad news, I guess. No, wait. One thing. This is good news. This is most definitely good news. Very good news. I got my National C license. It took 4 months to get it. I think because I was learning it in Czech, and I didn't speak Czech. But now, check it. I speak basic Czech too. So I got English fluent. Somehow I must have found the language thing when I was first screwing on the game because I've got Spanish fluent there, English fluent. I didn't put Japanese in, but we have basic Czech now to add to the thing. I went up to the board and asked them to get a National B license, and they said, dude, you lost 4 out of 5 matches. Get out of my face. But we will talk to you about it. So then I said, well, let me talk to you about it. And it's like a bug. The game just kicked me out. So I guess my little bit of pride there didn't work with the board either. And with that being said, I think that's all enough behind the scenes stuff. Let's jump in. We want to get going on our game. We're playing MFK Frydek Mistek. This is a big match for us because they and we both have 41 points. If we could win this, we could conceivably move up the table. And again, in this table here, for us to get promoted, we don't have to beat the B teams. We have to beat the highest team that's not a B team. And that's FC Hlutzen, who went on a tear and won a ton of matches, but has since cooled down. They are 5 points ahead of us. There are 34 matches in the league, so 11 matches to go. We're down by them with 5 points. A win here could conceivably close that gap with them and at least help us to pull away from Frydek Mistek. A loss to Frydek Mistek, and we will drop down the table even farther. So a big match, and hopefully we have righted the ship here. So let's jump in and talk about our team selection. Everything here is the same as it was when we were doing really well, and I got rid of all the new telephone pole, old people things. And I think hopefully this is better. Fila and Tomek have started to score again in the last 2 matches. That's good. Zubashevsky, our left winger, is starting to get might get poached by some teams in the upcoming transfer window. And I'm worried a little bit that some of our players, because we don't have them on contracts, they're all on free contracts, we might lose a lot of players in the upcoming transfer window, which starts in 2 weeks. But that's a problem for upcoming days. I think we're all set to start this. Let's click on this, and I'll be back in a second here. All right, we are underway here, playing at home. We jumped right into the statistics before the kickoff. We are on key highlights and flying along here. 7 minutes in, we get our first highlight. Spurny drills it up, tipped away to Tomek. Kohot taps it in for MFK Frydek Mistek. Back to Barda. Not pressing. To us, chipped away. Zilla picks it up, feeds it back to Spurny. A rather blasé highlight so far. Looks like it's going to be theirs. Uh-oh. He's going to feed it right through to the middle. Nope. What's going on here? What's going on? Chipped away. Still their ball. Frydek Mistek. No. Oh, left, right back. Blocked. Uh-oh. Fortunate. This is going to be... What's going on? A lot of kicking around. Oh, an early goal and we're down. Oh, maybe we have not appeased the football gods here. I have noticed one thing, that when I've been yelling at our players or like inspiring them in shouts and stuff, they just get overwhelmed. And I don't know why. We don't need to see that. We don't want to see that. Come on, boys. So I just yelled to myself now. I shout at myself. Come on, boys, let's go. Okay, no. I'm going to demand more. Now watch. I didn't realize that all these little icons down the bottom here. Not sure a huge fan of that, because it's kind of hard to tell at a glance what's going on. If I demand more, okay, a couple players inspired. Let's go. We have yet to get a shot here. Are we on positive? What the heck? Oh, we are in positive. We might need to go attacking while we're at home. Put down some authority here. Here we go. Hendrich to Moscow over the top. Tipped back to them. Tip to us, and it's into Tomek, and it's a bad sign when he misses at that angle. He's been pouring him in from that angle. Corner to us. Not sure we've scored on a corner yet. Okay, well, the expected goals is even here. Come on, let's get this going here. Anybody not playing well? Ooh, Robert Dickey, that left back. Our new left back. The one thing I did was using that asymmetrical formation with a wing back and a left winger, and it wasn't working very well. Brought in that new left back, and he's quick and fast, but it just hasn't worked out that well yet. Dib picking it up. Feeds it in over the top to Tomek. Finish. Yes, we're even. Yes, we're even. Level at 1. That's the way we score them. We are leading the league in goals scored. And our defense is not very good. So that's the one thing we kind of have to sort out. Dib up over the top to Tomek. One touch right past the keeper. Oh, most of our goals are coming through the strikers. So when they put the pucks on our 2 strikers, we were kind of out of luck here. I can praise everybody. Should I do that? What happens if we do that? That feels bad. I'm going to let up. Nope. One player's inspired. Tomek's inspired. Last 10 minutes, let's go attacking. See if we can send him into halftime down by a goal. Kind of thinking we're doing okay, though, here. Okay, here we go. Hendrich feeds it up to Fila. Zubashevsky, the player, our left winger's been in danger of being poached. Dickey makes a nice, safe pass. Hendrich over the top. Barta scoops it up. I want to fix Zubashevsky's long slap back. Moscow. This feels like an error. Tips it forward. Where's our midfielders? Oh, goodness gracious. Yes! Svetlosvak. So Svetlosvak was one of the outside wingers. I replaced him with a different person, and we couldn't score. But Svetlosvak is Tomek again. Yes! 2-1. Yes! He's got a brace, and we're up by 1. Oh, now let's cool it down again. Go back to positive. I like it. Is that Hendrich? Nice, the 40-year-old. He might be 41 now, right back. He's the only older player that's survived that whole purge because he actually is really fast, even though he's 40 years old. Amazingly so. Let's get one more before the half. Right now. You're not listening. Right now. Okay. Things are picking up, though, a little bit. XG tilting in our favor. Maybe. I'm going to be really humble. I'm really sorry, football gods, for telling you the game was easy at this level. We've got to guard, so maybe we've caught past it. We've got to guard against complacency. Yes. Tomek, you're not demotivated, man. Don't be demotivated. Let's do pump fists. There's a lot more to come from you, and I know you've got what it takes. I believe you got what it takes. Attackers, let's see if we can fix that. We got to get Tomek's head back straightened out here. Yes. Everybody's motivated except for Zilla and Spurny. They're just calm. Start the second half. Okay, Dickey's still struggling out at left back there. We don't really have another option. Oh, we do have another option. I might bring in a sub here. Spurny, forward. Okay, let's stay in front. Feed it back. Barta, give it away. Give it away. We're usually good at getting these. Uh-oh, tips over the top. Zazula, Hendrich, over the top. Uh-oh, this feels like their highlight now. Left back cutting in. It's going to stop that. Oh, Spurny with a big save. Nice. I have found another keeper that might be a little bit better than Spurny, but I didn't tell him that. You didn't hear that. Spurny drills it down right to the other team, but Dib picks it up. Sedlacek over the top to Tomek. He's on a hat trick if he scores. Cuts in. Oh, that's a penalty. We have no penalty kickers. Yellow card. Oh, Tomek's taking it. Oh, right, because he's on a brace. That's our rule. Yes! Oh, 3-1. We're up by 2. Oh, okay. I'm going to be so humble if we can sort this out. Wow, that's a penalty. That's a good one. Not many people at this level stopping that. Alrighty, let's praise Tomek. Now, who was it? I think it was Alan Butterworth that said you can just give them a touchline shout right here if you're talking to an individual. So yeah, we'll do that. 3-1. XG tilting well in our favor. Dickey struggling out at left back at the 60-minute mark. I think we will sub out for him. This is a play right down in his level. Tipped in front. Oh, yeah, that's a goal. Okay, not over yet, huh? What happened here? Zondra flips it on. Varadi bashes it in. That's enough of that. Okay, up by a goal. Let's stay with it, boys. Their whole team is... Frydek Mistek is just having a bad day. Look at all these red, sad faces there. Dickey's at 6.1, so they're telling me even that goal was his fault. So let's replace him here. We have this man, Vanak. Let's try you out there. In you go, my friend. Into the fray. Come on, let's get one more here and put this away. Zubashevsky out on the left wing is out of gas and not playing well either. We do have a substitute in from him, a new player. Let's do that at 70 minutes. Sounds like a good time to do that. And this would be Valenta comes in. That gets rid of our yellow card problem too. And he has to be pushed up though. Little bit risky. And he's an inverted winger who's going to be coming in on support. A little bit of an offensive risk when we probably should be playing conservative. But I don't have another body out there and I want to get rid of that 6-3 for sure. 75 minutes. Highlight. Vanak, our replacement left back, into Fila. Back to Vanak. Make a name for yourself. You got your moment here. Not the most accurate pass. Sedlacek into Dib. Dib to Sedlacek. Over the top. And it looks like it's going to be a counter for them. No. Get it. Good. Vanek controls it. Flips it to Sedlacek. I'm liking Vanek already. Out to Svetlasak on the wing. Back to Sedlacek. Feels like it's going to be a good one. Fila. Yes. 4-2. Oh, with 15 minutes to go. We do run out of gas late, as you've seen in the last, was the match before last, right? When all of a sudden it was 3-3 when we were leading 2-0. So this is far from over. Wow, Fila with a nice soft touch and a nice soft shot puts us up by 2. Excellent, boys. Uh-oh, another highlight right away. Hendrich on a yellow card. Tomek feeds it across. This feels ominously bad. Uh-oh, he's going to go over the top, isn't he? Nope. Let's keep it close here. Outside. Uh-oh. No. Get it out of here. Good. Nice. Valenta. Vanek. A lot of V's out here. What's he doing? Feeds it up nicely to Fila. Back to Fila. Uh-oh. Valenta. Left wing replacements helping us out here. Chips it into Tomek. Back to Dib. It's getting pretty fancy here. Sedlacek. Struggles, but gets around his man. Feeds it in front. Yes! Tomek with his 4th of the day. Oh, I think we got this one, huh? 3-goal lead with... Oh, wait. I don't want to... No, football gods. I didn't say that. I hope we can hang on for dear life here. How do we score? Sedlacek. Tomek, one touch right through the goalkeeper. Nice. With 10 minutes left... in front of the home fans, he's already got 4. Let's bring him off and put on Beltran and pull him back to a false 9. Let the fans give him a standing ovation. There we go. Let's do that. And let's, while we're here, 10 minutes to go, let's just waste time a little bit and slow things down. Still using really simple instructions here. That's our 3rd and last sub. Using really simple instructions because it seemed it was working until I screwed everything up by bringing in all the wrong players. Their players are completely out of gas. Now they're not demoralized. A couple minutes left. This should wrap it up maybe, huh? Oh, this would be a big win. Dare we dream again? FC Schlutzen is winning, though. Bummer. Okay, full time. We got it. Nice. Let's go to the dressing room. And outstretched arms. Very pleased with the result in your performance. Morale plus. And we are on. Let's see what the look at the table looks like and talk about the future. But we may have overcome that bad spell, I think, huh? At least tentatively. So, Schlutzen won. We are... Oh, they haven't played? Yeah, they played, and they won. So they're still 5 points ahead of us. Damn it. We got to get them to lose. Who did they beat? Schlutzen. Where are they? They won 3-0 against Sigma Olmec, who was right there. 5th place. Darn it. Okay. Well, we have our work continued. Let us go back to here and take a look and see when we will be back. It is the 9th of January right now. I'm going to play through until the FC Schlutzen match, which is at the end of March. We only have 2 matches in a month. To throw in a lot of friendlies, and the game's thrown in friendlies, so it's taken a while to play through these. But we should be back. Our Thursday episode will be a match against FC Schlutzen, and we should have a sense for how we've made it through the transfer window, and then also what the rest of the season might look like. And I would also ask, I'm kind of curious what people think, like, should we think about moving to a different club at the end of the season? You know, and does it depend on whether we would, dare we say, perhaps get promotion? or not? I mean, would it hinge on that? And I'm hopeful we can make it close. I'm 5 points back with 10 matches to go. We do have a match that we play them against, so not impossible, especially if we've recaptured our form. So thanks so much for stopping in. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. Please give it a thumbs up if you've liked it, and if you're new, please consider subscribing. Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday should be the schedule going forward, and have a great day, everybody. We'll see you in the next episode.